Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another, I'm not exactly sure what to call this video or this series, but it is going to be a series. I did the reorganization vid as a one-off. You all seemed to really like that, and I had a ton of fun shooting it, so this, I guess we could consider a part two. Not every one of these videos is going to be exactly the same as the last, but I've got a very specific project in mind. It's an ambitious one, now that I think about it. It's just now dawning on me that I might not be able to accomplish this in one day, but I will definitely try. I want to wire up all of my custom fusion reactor sabers for my original trilogy shelves and my prequels ones. Because seeing just the plastic lightsaber blades, it's not doing it for me. I get all of my custom LED light up lightsabers from fusion reactors, linked to his stuff in the description. He's a fellow Aussie, he's just like one state over. It makes working with him very straightforward. But seriously, shout out to Fusion Reactors for coming through with all of these LED light up lightsabers. So many freaking sabers. The cables are super thin braided cables, so they should be quite easy to hide. I don't want wires everywhere, I want it to still look quite clean. And they sell these multi-USB port power supply things with individual switches, and I'm 99% sure that these are app controlled. I'll have to look into that. Check this out. I know it's a mess, there's wires absolutely everywhere, but that episode 6 Luke right there looks like a real miniature lightsaber. It's so bright, it's so vibrant. Custom lightsabers can vary depending on who you order them from. Sometimes they're CCFL and they're bright too, but they get hot and they've got this dead tip up top. With fusion reactor sabers, they're using some kind of LED light source that travels all the way through the blade. The blade itself feels quite durable. It's a little bit flexible. It's bright as, like I already said, and there's almost no dead tip whatsoever up top. So the plan is I need to route cables through those holes right there, up the back of the cabinets behind them through to the top, grab the USB ends, then hopefully I've got enough empty spots on the power strips up top that I can plug power supplies into, then the USBs into them. After that, we can work on giving everyone their custom LED sabers. Enough delaying it, I think I've been putting it off. Gotta grab myself the step ladder, climb up the top, see if I've got enough empty sockets to plug the little USB bricks into. Let's do it. It turns out we're fine, we're in luck. There was one free socket, so I was able to connect up a power board. Now we've got 5 free sockets. More than enough. We're only going to need 4 for this project.
One eternity later.
That, I can't even begin to describe how difficult that was. Getting the cables through the back of the module cases. I've got this enormous like cable feeding plastic thing. Apparently electricians use these to get wires through walls. I don't know how they do it. I am not cut out to be an electrician, I'll tell you that for free. It took me about an hour just to do 2 of the module cases, and I've got 2 more to do, and they're arguably the more difficult of the 2 because the ports that the cables have to run through are in the middle, not on the side. Let me show you what I mean. So right there in the corner, that's where I've got the episode 1 and 2 cable. Then for A New Hope and maybe a little bit of Empire, it's on the side as well. For the rest of Empire and for Return of the Jedi, that port right there, as well as for episode 3, that port right there, those are the ones I'm going to need to route the cables through. So probably going to have to take quite a few figures out of the shelves, I would imagine. I just have to keep reminding myself that it is going to be so worth it. Just stepping back, seeing all of the lightsabers illuminated. I've hooked up the power strip thing to a smart plug, so I will be able to control the sabers with my phone. The Fusion Reactor's little power boards I think have an app too, but I didn't want to get another separate app. Just going to be in the home app. I can turn the cabinets on and the sabers at the same time. It's really starting to come together now. We've got A New Hope done, Obi-Wan and Luke. Then for Empire so far, just Snowspeeder Luke. Then we've got DX07 left and all of the Return of the Jedi plus the prequels. Let's do episode 1 and 2 now. Okay, episode 1 and 2 is now done. That took way longer than these because so many lightsabers, so many cables. I managed to hide pretty much all of them. You can't really see any cables. We'll get closer later on in the video. need to do Clone Wars, episode 3, 5, and 6. Unfortunately, I have run out of time today. I thought that might be a problem. We'll pick this up tomorrow. For y'all, it'll be an instant, but for me, the next day. So if that was phase 1, this is like phase 2, 3, 4, 5, all rolled into one. All of these sabers need to go in Figure's hands on the shelves. It's going to be a lot more work than yesterday, but I know I've already said this just one more time. It'll be so worth it. So the next step is to route the USB cables through the back of the module cases up top to the power supplies. I'll need to move some figures to access those ports though. You know, there's something to be said for trying to do a task one day and it's kicking your ass and it's taking ages and you really struggle with it. But then when you take a break and you come back to it the next day, it's a hell of a lot easier. And that, it turns out, is the case with getting these wires through the back of the cabinets. I don't know if it's because these module cases are shifted forward a bit, so there's more access back there to thread the wire through, but this was way easier to do than the others. I thought I'd just tackle the most difficult shelf first, the prequel one, that's now done. All I've got left to do is the original trilogy shelf, what's left of it. Then we can put the sabers in everyone's hands and do the final reveal. And just like that, it's done. Everything is connected. All of the sabers are lit up. The wires, I've hidden them as best as I possibly could. I want to know what you all think. I'll be checking the comments. Let's do the final reveal. Seriously, thank you so much for watching this. I so hope it wasn't boring. This behind the scenes stuff, I'm new to it. I don't really do on-camera work very often. This is a project that's been playing on my mind for weeks, months, years even, thinking about getting all this sorted. I've finally done it. I'm really proud of the end result. The pop of color the sabers add to the display, the realism, like actual illuminated lightsabers, the glow they cast on the figures, you just can't beat it. Just like Anakin said, I want more. I know I shouldn't, but I want a couple more sabers. I think I might be contacting fusion reactors after this video is done. But that's about it for this behind the scenes look. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next video.